Israel and Iran have been trading attacks since. Israel launched unprecedented strikes against Iran on Friday, June 13th. Protesters spell out "No King" at San Francisco's Ocean Beach on Saturday, June 14th. More than 2,000 protests took place across all 50 states through the No Kings movement, which organizers say seeks to reject authoritarianism, billionaire-first politics, and the militarization of our democracy. The NHL's Florida Panthers celebrate after they defeated the Edmonton Oilers to win their second straight Stanley Cup on Tuesday, June 17th. The Panthers won the series in 6 games. A humpback whale breaches off the coast of Port Stephens, Australia, on Wednesday, June 18th. Mount Lewatobi Laki erupts in south-central Indonesia on Tuesday, June 17th. The enormous ash cloud, more than 6 miles into the sky, disrupted or canceled dozens of flights to and from the tourist. New York City Comptroller and mayoral candidate Brad Lander is arrested at an immigration court in Manhattan on Tuesday, June 17th. Lander was arrested after he confronted federal officers to try to prevent a migrant from being taken into custody. Lander was later released. A damselfly is photographed at the Bois de Vincennes, a park in eastern Paris, on Tuesday, June 17th. Candles and flowers adorn a memorial outside the Minnesota State Capitol in St. Paul on Wednesday, June 18th. After a 43-hour manhunt and intense search, authorities arrested a Minnesota man accused of shooting 2 state Democratic lawmakers and their spouses. Vance Bolter, 57, faces both federal and state charges in connection with the killings of State Representative Melissa Hortman and her husband, Mark. He is also accused of shooting State Senator John Hoffman and his wife, Yvette, who both survived the attack. Police enter the water in Gravelines, France, to try to stop migrants from boarding small boats that had come to collect them on Friday, June 13th. This aerial photo, taken on Saturday, June 14th, shows sheep being relocated to higher grazing pastures near Bagnères de Bigorre, France. People attend the funeral of 4 members of the Khatib family, who were killed in an Iranian missile strike in Tamra, Israel on Tuesday, June 17th. Tamra, a small, tight-knit town in northern Israel, is inhabited by Palestinian citizens of Israel. Indiana Pacers forward Obi Toppin dunks a ball during Game 4 of the NBA Finals on Friday, June 13th. Pervez 5 swims with buffaloes cooling off in the upper Chenab Canal during a heat wave in Gujranwala, Pakistan, on Sunday, June 15th. People dance during a pride parade in Guadalajara, Mexico, on Saturday, June 14th. Tatiana Maria competes in the final of the HSBC Championships in London on Sunday, June 15th. She defeated Amanda Anisimova 6-3, 6-4. World leaders pose for a group portrait at the G7 summit in Kananaskis, Alberta, on Monday, June 16th. From left are European Council President Antonio Costa, Japanese Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba, Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni, French President Emmanuel Macron, Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney, U.S. President Donald Trump, British Prime Minister Keir Starmer, German Chancellor Friedrich Merz, and European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen. To a protester, right? Gestures toward U.S. Marines who were standing guard outside a federal building in Los Angeles during a No Kings demonstration on Saturday, June 14th. 3 Los Angeles Dodgers pitcher Dustin May throws against the San Francisco Giants during a Major League Baseball game in Los Angeles on Sunday, June 15th. For thousands of firearms and small weapons recovered during various security operations are burned at the National Police Leadership Academy in the Ngong district near Nairobi, Kenya, on Friday, June 13th. 5 Karen Reed waves to supporters after she was acquitted in the killing of her Boston police officer boyfriend, John O'Keefe, on Wednesday, June 18th. Reed was found guilty of drunk driving, but acquitted on charges of second-degree murder and leaving the scene of an accident resulting in death. She will serve 1 year of probation, the judge ruled. Missiles launched from Iran are intercepted near Ashkelon, Israel, on Sunday, June 15th. 7 Palestinians flocked to an aid center to receive food in Gaza City on Tuesday, June 17th. 8 A worker in Yongzhou, China, operates on the production line of touchscreen glass covers at the Hunan Wobo Technology Company on Thursday, June 12. Palestinians rush for cover after an Israeli strike on the Burj camp in central Gaza on Sunday, June 15. Tene flamingo is seen at the Menagerie Zoo of the Jardin des Plantes in Paris on Tuesday, June 17. 7 members of the Israeli Special Forces checked the apparent remains of a ballistic missile lying on the ground in northern Israel on Wednesday, June 18. JJ Spawn celebrates with his caddy, Mark Cairns, after sinking a long putt to win the U.S. Open in Oakmont, Pennsylvania, on Sunday, June 15. It is the first major title of his career. Teen Asma, 11, washes her face on the banks of the Chenab River in Chiniot, Pakistan, on Tuesday, June 17. A drone light show featuring 11,787 drones sets a new Guinness World Record in Chongqing, China, on Tuesday, June 17. Real Madrid players defend a free kick during a Club World Cup match against Al Hilal on Wednesday, June 18. U.S. President Donald Trump and First Lady Melania Trump stand together at the end of a parade in Washington, D.C., marking the 250th anniversary of the U.S. Army on Saturday, June 14. The president, who also turned 79 on Saturday, had long pushed for the military parade, which was the largest that the nation's capital had seen in decades. The bat of New York Yankees left fielder Jason Dominguez breaks during a Major League Baseball game against the Los Angeles Angels on Monday, June 16. A local casts his line in a lagoon while fishing at sunset on Rarotonga, the largest of the Cook Islands. On Saturday, June 14. Grace Vandersijpen embraces a cow during a cow cuddling experience at the Dumble Farm in Aram, England, on Tuesday, June 17. 2 men in Tehran, Iran, debate the Iran-Israel conflict on Tuesday, June 17, while smoke rises in the background from a burning oil refinery that was struck by Israel. Athletes compete at the Artistic Swimming World Cup Superfinal in Xi'an, China, on Sunday, June 15. A couple wearing wedding outfits dances during a photo session at the Galata Bridge in Istanbul on Friday, June 13.